The story, Planting Pears, is from Strange Stories from a Chinese Studio, also known as Liaozhai Studio. It tells the tale of a miserly and stingy man and an old Taoist who employs sleight of hand and illusion. Using his magical abilities, the Taoist transforms pears and a cart into a pear tree right before the villagers' eyes. He makes the tree grow, flower, and bear fruit, showcasing his incredible illusions. The story is short and concise, vivid and lively, with a unique and captivating plot that leaves readers pondering. This story reminds us that human relationships are more valuable than material possessions. And even the tightest of penny pinchers can find themselves in adversity when fortune changes. In a village, there was a man selling pears at the market. The pears were deliciously sweet, but quite expensive. A Taoist with ragged clothes and a tattered hat approached the man's cart, begging for alms. The man scolded him and the Taoist didn't leave. Infuriated, the man berated the Taoist loudly. The Taoist said, "You have hundreds of pears on this cart, and I'm asking for just one. It won't cost you much. Why are you so angry?" Onlookers advised the man to give the Taoist a less appealing pear and send him away, but the man refused. A shop assistant from a nearby store saw their quarrel and bought a pear from the cart, giving it to the Taoist. The Taoist thanked him and then turned to the crowd, saying, "A monk doesn't know how to be frugal. I have good pears. Please taste them." Someone asked, "If you have good pears, why don't you eat them yourself?" The Taoist replied, "I need this pear's seed." He then consumed the pear enthusiastically. After finishing the pear, the Taoist took out the core, dug a shallow hole in the ground with the small iron shovel he carried, planted the core, covered it with soil, and requested some hot water from the onlookers to water it. Someone fetched a pot of boiling water from a nearby store, and the Taoist poured it into the hole. Everyone watched in amazement as a tender shoot sprouted and grew rapidly, transforming into a flourishing tree with branches and leaves in no time. Soon, it blossomed and bore fruit. Large, fragrant pears hung from the branches. The Taoist picked the pears, shared them with the crowd, and they were quickly devoured. He then used the iron shovel to chop down the tree, making a clanging sound as he did. He carried the tree, laden with branches and leaves, on his shoulder, and left calmly. Initially, the man who sold the pears was among the crowd, watching in astonishment as the Taoist performed his magic. He forgot about his business temporarily. After the Taoist left, he returned to his cart and found that all his pears were gone. It suddenly dawned on him that the pears the Taoist had distributed were actually from his cart. Upon closer inspection, he noticed one of his cart handles was missing and it appeared to be freshly cut. Enraged, he chased after the Taoist. Turning a corner, he discovered the severed cart handle discarded there. He realized that the tree the Taoist had just chopped down was, in fact, his cart handle. However, the Taoist was nowhere to be found. The people at the market burst into laughter at the sight. This tale depicts how the miserly man falls victim to the Taoist's clever illusions and becomes the unwitting source of his own misfortune. The story emphasizes the value of human connections and cautions against clinging too tightly to material possessions.
Alright, this story has come to an end. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you.